We're excited to share a first look at a project we're developing at Ubisoft San Francisco. This is our take on a multiplayer first-person shooter.
We need to get you in early and find out what you think.
Our goal is to make a best-in-class shooter for you, the players, to compete
and have fun with your friends.
It's fast-paced firefights
meets punk rock mosh pit.
We're proud to introduce our new game,
Tom Clancy's XDefiant. Your feedback is essential to help us make this game great.
Later in this video, we'll tell you how to get involved.
But first, we'll get into the action.
This is a free-to-play, high-octane shooter combining realistic gunplay with personalized classes.
Those classes are represented in our game as factions, each bringing unique gameplay and team dynamics. Every faction comes equipped with traits, abilities, and an ultra to complement your playstyle and the faction's role. Used skillfully, each faction is capable of swinging the momentum of a match. Our factions are at the heart of the game. They're inspired by maverick groups from across Tom Clancy's games and beyond. From this inspiration, we created new characters and gameplay unique to our shooter. And we'll continue to add to this diverse cast as the game evolves.
Now, while factions help you define your role, we know to be a great shooter, the gunplay has to be our top priority. We have an ever-growing arsenal of authentic weapons and attachments. We put a lot of care into how our weapons look and feel. We've crafted every weapon attachment for precise, satisfying gunplay.
Players can mix and match any faction and weapon loadout. You can swap at respawn to adapt to a changing battlefield. Personalize your faction and loadout to be what you need when you need it.
And I can't stress this hard enough. We are a shooter first.
And your abilities and ultras create unique opportunities to set up nail-biting shootouts and unforgettable clutch plays. Personalizing classes, guns, and gear in a fast-paced fight is a whole new experience in Tom Clancy gaming. We are super stoked by what we've accomplished so far.
And I couldn't be more proud of our incredible team.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Marv, and we're back with the XDefiant video. If you want to stay up to date with XDefiant, make sure you drop a sub on the channel and hit that bell icon. We will be covering it until release. Now, I put an early, well, not an early impressions, but a reveal video out previously. Make sure you check that out. But here we see our first bit of gameplay, and honestly, this game looks confused. It's interesting to me because I find a lot of things interesting, but it looks very confusing. Like, it doesn't really know what it is. It's obviously a hero. They're trying to say it's a gunplay only first-person shooter, gunplay focused first-person shooter, when all you see in the video is abilities. Just abilities and all these different factions from all the different Ubisoft games. I see what they're doing there. They're trying to build a universe, bring it all together. But to say it's a shooter first and then show all of these abilities like camouflage, shields, turrets, I think what looks like heals, drones, and then obviously you've got all of the cosmetic side of things as well. Like, I don't know if it's gunplay first, really. They say the gunplay has to be on point. And the guns look good, they sound good, but it's really hard to know if they're following this rhetoric until you get the hands on this game. It really is. I mean, those are just my first impressions from the trailer. Obviously, the trailer is showing the best bits of the game that it possibly can. They're not going to show the shittest bits of the game they possibly can. But look, I'm excited to play it. You know, it's something different. Who's it for? I don't know. Like, is it for Call of Duty guys? Probably not. Call of Duty players? Probably not. Like, where does this fall? Where does it come out? Because guess what? Battlefield 2042 comes out end of this year. New COD comes out next year. people are going to be busy. Does the new COD come out this year or next year? I'm not sure. Comment below, let me know when the new COD comes out. But it looks like it doesn't have an identity. It doesn't have an identity to latch onto, and that might be a problem moving forward. Like the Battlefield crowd, they love Battlefield, right? They love the massive action. The Call of Duty crowd, regardless of what COD do, they love COD. Trying to add a new first-person shooter in there. Yes, you've obviously got Apex, which is a sort of phenomenon. It's a battle royale first-person shooter that fucking rocks, and you've obviously got Warzone. But they do things the same way. They've done things the same way since they've launched. This is the only interesting thing about XDefiant is that they seem to be trying to do something slightly different. Yeah, not rewriting the rule book on first-person shooters, but they're doing something different enough that it may pique people's interest. Now, I know there is a sort of closed, I would assume, alpha playtest for America and Canada PC users, so make sure you register for that on the UB Connect. But yeah, I'm interested to get your thoughts on XDefiant. What do you think this will end up ultimately being? Do you think it'll be another Hyperscape? Because Hyperscape was a trash can of a game. It had a lot of hype, but it died the day it came out. Do you think this will have a bit of life? Comment down below, guys. Let me know. Make sure you drop a sub on the channel to stay up to date, and I'll keep putting out XDefiant news as it comes out. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.